Okay, so I'm going to put this first, and then everything else after. What you're going to see is me in here first, talking about turkey broth with a little bit of turkey, okay? And then I went for a walk, people, to show you in part what the city is, one, harassing me about still, okay? Well, they're not harassing me, they're harassing my landlord, saying that what I've done is not enough. Because it's never going to be enough, people. It's never going to be enough, because we live in a different kind of world. It's been coming for a long time, and, you know, like I said, I'm 1 out of 1,000,000, but in the next several years, I will be 1 out of 100,000 out of that million, okay? If those numbers, in fact, 100,000 might not be even more, okay? In terms of having your lives ruined and damaged permanently as loved ones around you die. So anyway, I went right for a walk. I bought 5 of these for $2 each because they were there. And this is another thing that never goes bad. So I'm going to put that away downstairs. And then the next time I go to the same place, if they have them still, I would have bought more today, but I didn't want to wipe them out. So I bought 5, and then, you know, if I go back in the next 3 or 4 days or whatever it is, if they have more, I'll buy them. Otherwise, I'm not too worried about it. I only bought them because they were $2 each, which is probably a little cheaper than what they're selling in the freaking grocery stores now. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this, and as it's converting over, I'm going to start doing the beef. I'm going to put this off here, and I got rid of my jars, right? I'll show you. So you see my jars are gone now. I've got my bowl ready for beef. I'll just put those in a bag, and those can go downstairs and be put in food storage for later on. I'll put that. I know where to put that. And then I'll leave one upstairs for now. And then when you can, people, stock up on salt. I'm telling you now. Okay? So I brought out some extra salt because I go through a lot of salt, like I do sugar. Right? And look for those deals, because I think the majority of people that watch my YouTube channel are not rich. So I'm assuming, you know, these little things that I show you along the way will help you personally to build in food storage into your house, food security. It will help you to build in food security little by little, surely by surely, over a course of period of time, because this is just phase 1 with the government, okay? They've got the health board going from business to business to business, you know, hounding people to do this, do that, bring in plexiglass, want to bring in these funky Star Wars masks, and complete extremity. You know, Malcolm X said, I don't know the exact direct quote, people, but he did say something along the lines that if you wait for the government to change their ways in order to make it right and just and better for you, you will be waiting for a very, very long time. It's peace or liberty, or how something to do with liberty. You have to fight for liberty, people. People have given up their liberty. This is what's happening, okay? As your governments are playing lip service by saying, well, you can or cannot, it's up to you. You have to decide what's right for you. If you want, you can send your kids back to school part-time, but when they get there, there's going to be this rule, that rule, every other rule under the sun, because the public union sector is afraid of getting sick from children, basically. So, because of that, because the union is saying, we don't want to go to work unless we've got all these measures in place. It's the union that's pushing this forward, just like it's the public healthcare system, police. It's all public unions sector workers mainly that are forcing people to do things against their will as they're giving them misinformation that hasn't been fact-checked, and it boils down to being controlled under a totalitarian government that's worse than communism. And if people think that it will never get back to Germany where they're gassing people, they need to think twice about that, because we're already in a purge where they're stalking them out in the community and alienating them and then snuffing them out. Okay, people, now it's May 15th, 2020. I'm moving along. So here's that. I didn't film it because, you know, you're starting to learn how to can. So anyway, this is primo stuff. This is better than Mr. Noodle and cheaper. Cheaper than Mr. Noodle, but a power pack full of nutrients. Okay, so we got 6 jars of primo turkey broth with a little bit of turkey on the bottom. You can see it's not a lot, but it's enough to open it up, put it into a pot, throw in a few carrots, whatever you want. You can put in broccoli, you could put in potatoes, you could put in lentils, you can make whatever you want just with that. Okay? Here's that soup. Okay, remember? Oh, no, this one was from the chicken. This one's from the turkey. I managed to get 2 jars of just straight up turkey broth. You seen that video. There's my $4 worth of, what do you call that? Celery. So you see, you open this up, take a bit of this, and a little bit of your potatoes, and whatever, and you're good to go. I'm telling you, people, it's really, really good. So I washed my jars. I'm going to label them up, finish labeling up these, get them out of here. That's what I'm working on right now. When you have time and money, go off and buy yourself a bit of yeast. Now, I have yeast all over the house. As long as it's not open, chances are it will be fine. But this one is fresh, new, because there's starting to be a shortage of yeast. And we don't know how the economy is. We're going into a 2-tiered system, people, worse than it's ever been. Mark my words. Now, here's that honey. Remember? Okay, go into my videos and you will see it. Every now and then, because the jars per, it says 500 grams. Okay, do you see that? 500 grams. This was $8, say $2.10 a jar. It's in real glass. That's what you want when you can. Stock up on them. This never goes bad, right? It's a good bartering tool if you ever need it, because you don't know what's going to happen. Okay, so I'm going to put those away, right? I have other honeys in the house. I just wanted a little extra, but I'm going to leave this one out, and I still have that one. Now, just so you know is what's going on with the city. Okay? I don't know, people. They're just driving by my yard and taking pictures and sending them to my landlady's daughter saying, I need to go out in the back over here by the compost and cut the grass. Which I do from time to time, but I guess I'm expected now to keep it mowed all the time. So these big ass, humongous cement trucks, dump trucks, and any other fucking trucks that drive up and down my alley, because they're building over there, you can hear the beep, 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 beep. I listen to that all day long as the trucks are going back and forth, but I guess I have to mow the grass for the truck drivers. Like, seriously. I said, look, I need till the end of the summer to finish building what I want to just finish, right? In terms of I'm going to do the compost, right, with the vinyl. Try and run it along that one wall, maybe over there. You know, I've got 3 fences I have to repair. I have to repair the fence this way, that way, and over here. Like the whole fucking fence. It's the same fence that's been here ever since I moved in, people. Go into my videos. I'm always fixing the fence because it's always blowing out those boards. Because those boards are a waste of time. I don't know why people buy them. But anyway, it saves my landlords a little bit of money if I do that for them versus asking them to come in and fix the fence. Because if they have to start paying money to fix the fence, then it just becomes more economical for them to sell the house and get rid of the problem. Right? As the city's cruising up and down, front and back, taking fucking pictures. And still not happy. Still not happy, people. So what's going to happen today is I am going to can that beef, because it's been in my fridge now, right? So it should be easy enough to cut. It should be pretty much thawed right through, because it's not like a turkey, right? And, you know, I've got my counter. I'm going to put this all away, right? And, you know, got my canner out. There's my canner. So I'm gonna, you know, you can only do one thing at a time. You have to pace yourself through it. So I'm going to, you know, do the right thing. I'm going to can the beef. I'll probably get, I don't know, anywhere between 8 to 12 jars. I'm pretty sure I've got 8 to 12 miscellaneous jars kicking around this house. I prefer these ones. I find that these ones do very well with meat versus these ones. But if I have to, I'll use this kind of a jar, right? Which I'm sure I can rustle up 12 of them between the 2 types of jars, right? And then, you know, Tisha's gonna help me with Amari for at least 3 days, right? So I'm gonna get out there with the skill saw now, people. Okay? Because I'm getting pressure to move wood in the back that technically I can't really move until I saw it, like that piece of wood that cop gave me. They don't want it leaning up against the playhouse right now, even though the only thing that's going up and down the fucking driveway alley is fucking cement trucks and dump trucks and work trucks. That's the only thing that's going up and down this fucking driveway. But I'm the one that has to move the wood, right? They're allowed to have wood with whatever the fuck they're doing scattered all over the place, but so I don't think it's ever going to end in this house, people. I don't. I'm starting to come to the conclusion, the faster I can fucking finish doing what I need to fucking finish so that I can say I gave it my all, I did the best that I could while I lived here for all the right reasons, then I'm working to move out. It's going to take me a while, but I'm working now to think. Tisha said she had a dream last night. She dreamt that I moved. And I said, yeah, fucking right. I want to get the fuck out of fucking Surrey. That's the first thing. Okay? Because these robo-cops that they got fucking running around terrorizing, that's more than harassing, it's terrorizing people. Okay? As they do it to cover up heinous crimes that are going on in the community. They want to clean up fucking anything. Clean up the fucking fentanyl and the murders around fentanyl. Clean up the illegal organ harvesting that is being facilitated through the public union sector, aka government employees. Even if it's on a city level, okay? Because I can walk you through the fucking neighborhood and show you lots of fucking grass that isn't cut. I can walk you through the neighborhood and show you lots of fucking areas and lots of houses where the grass isn't cut. But I'm expected to go out there in the back. I'll show you tomorrow. Tomorrow when I go out there. Now, I don't know if my lawnmower will go there. I'll have to carry my lawnmower all the way around because I don't necessarily have a weed whacker right now. Right? And I'll show you what the city wants me to cut. And I'll show you the piece of wood that's the problem on top of everything else in my fucking life is a problem. So I'm going to have to pull out the skill saw and start using the wood before the city charges my landlord $15,000 to come in and scoop it up. And then after they scoop it up, they're going to find something else to bitch about. Because the agenda is, 1, to drive people nuts who can't defend themselves. 2, show people who's the boss and who's not. In other words, they're the boss and I'm not. Right? They get off on being power-tripping control freaks. It's pretty fucking obvious. Right? I mean, like... So my days here are numbered anyway. I'm a slave to the city of Surrey. Ciera was a slave to the city of Surrey. ShaMay was a slave to Fraser Health Authority and anyone connected to that fiasco. Uncle John was a slave to Fraser Health Authority, CIBC Bank, and to the Duncan clan, who just robbed him of his money, his life, his family, and then they tucked him away like their dirty secret and just went on about their merry day business. So I'm going to go about my merry day business today. And today I'm canning that meat. And in about 3 weeks from now, after I'm burned out in this yard, I can only do 2 or 3 days max before I actually have to rest. You know, there's that whip on the back. As a matter of fact, I'll bring that whip out tomorrow, people, because that whip is on my fucking desk in my bedroom. I just seen it like a week ago. I'm like, where did you come from? Right? I thought I put you away, but it's actually right there. So I'm going to bring out my whip tomorrow out to the fucking back as I work to appease truck drivers and overzealot city bylaw officers who obviously are on a bandwagon to destroy families, right? By any means necessary. So that they can overinflate this property and sell it to an immigrant who's coming in through a back door, because it's not going to be anybody that was born out here unless their parents have money to make that initial investment for their kids or their grandkids. But if they don't have that initial investment to help their family members get through the fucking door, it's going to be everybody else coming in through the back door as families like mine continue to die one by one. So anyway, okay, I got to put this away and then get on with the meat. That's what I'm going to do today. Okay, so just as a reminder, or for the ones that don't know, when you're ready to put your jars away, right, depending on where you're going to put them, in this case, they're staying in the box, okay. In the old days, the boxes used to have lids, so they don't have those anymore, but do you see that paper? Now, if for some reason the jar should pop, it's going to leave a circle underneath, and it will be much easier for you to determine if a jar popped and where. Okay? That's why you do that. Right? And then you can see, so this one's going downstairs into Auntie ShaMay's room because it's a little cooler. And it's dark all the time because we don't go in there very much at this point. But I've already curtained off a certain part. And now I'm going to label these. This is the broth with just a little bit of turkey. Right? Do you see? Look at that. So just make sure you label things because you'll forget. Right? So I'll label those ones. I'll label those two. I'll leave those two upstairs. And this is all going downstairs. And then, of course, in a couple, 2-3 weeks, right, in about 2 or 3 weeks, after I do a bit of work in the yard for a while anyway, I'll do as much as I can. That's all I can do, people. I don't think it's ever going to stop in this house with the ongoing gang stalking with the yard because there's just too many people that are looking to buy this property to tear down the house, wipe everything from that part of the street to this. That's like 4 houses in a row, well, a duplex, and then 3 houses in a row, so you can consider that 5 houses. 5 houses will be completely wiped out, and unaffordable housing will be built for somebody else. But in the meantime, you know, they're selling this property at overinflated prices, which for some people it's good because they make good money on their commissions and blah, 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 blah. You know, it gives them a sense of ownership with, you know, I'm wealthy and that type of thing. So, you know, that's the image that the city wants to portray to the investors that buy these properties, right? Because at the end of the day, we know this house is just going to be tore down and it's going to mean nothing, right? You know, and if you're displacing 5 houses with 5 different family units, regardless of whether they're 10 Punjabi young men from India going to school, they're going to get displaced. But, you know, with 10 in a house, you can meet the rent. With your family slowly but surely disappearing, you get the streets. So in the meantime, that hasn't happened yet. So I'm going to come back and start working on this beef. See? Okay, so basically what's happening here is I'm being told that it kind of looks okay. It doesn't look nice, people. It just kind of looks nice. Right? Because it goes back to that flat grass so that people can see how much property they're buying when they buy. Right? What else is it? Right? There's a couple of houses down that way that, you know, are allowed to do what they want in their yard, but obviously not me. Because I'm still being fucking taunted. Okay, I'm going to show you in the back exactly. Now these are just starting to come in. Do you see? They're just starting. There'll be more. But it doesn't suit a political agenda. Do you see there's another one there? Where is it? These ones in there haven't come up yet. You can see what's going on in here. It is like, seriously people, I'm so fucking sick with grief. I can't fucking stand this anymore. Right? And with the provincial government doing what the provincial government is doing by allowing people to be fucking attacking people for not wearing that masks or doing social distancing or whatever it is that people fucking do these days. Anyway. Hold on. So you can see these ones are coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess you're supposed to have flowers 24/7, 365 days out of the year. You have to remember this whole area in here, people, was nothing but weeds. Nothing but weeds. Over there, nothing but sand, fucking weeds, morning glory, cat shit, and underneath that, this whole area, this whole fucking area, minus this little part right here, this whole fucking area, all of it was full of nothing but sand, people. That just grew weeds, morning glory, and obviously the cats used it for cat shit, and then, you see, this is what they want, because then it can, you can see how much land is available when you buy these houses, right? You can see how much land to build whatever it is that they want to fucking build. Here, you can't really see how much land, although this is big enough in terms of if I wanted to get chickens, I could, because of the bylaws now, even though at one point they took my chickens. So because there's not, I mean, look, I'm still being harassed, people. I'm still being fucking harassed. This isn't good enough, right? It looks unkept because it's not fucking flat grass. And then, this is, you can see this grass. You can see this grass. You see this grass? Hey, look at this grass. They're not getting harassed to mow down their fucking grass. Do you see this grass? Andre and I, we cut it up to there, but the lawnmower couldn't reach here because our cord wouldn't reach because we don't have a gas. And because he asked me to, you know, cut the grass, and since Andre was having such a blast, I thought I'd let Andre do that. But our lawnmower cord wouldn't, like my electrical cord, wouldn't reach it, right? So anyway, the car is gone, right? Hold on a minute. That's my neighbors. Hold on. So they want me to get rid of these tires. Obviously the board that the cop gave me. I guess that, I had it covered but it blew off. That's a really thick piece of board. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come out here in the next few days. They're harassing me for this, people. They're fucking harassing me for this. Do you see this? So I have to come out here and cut this down specifically for the city. And it's not like I don't fucking come out here and do shit, because I do all the time. You see me out here cutting this back. Okay? Come on, Andre. And of course they won't do nothing about this. Right? That's been sitting there for 2 fucking years. Look at all that. Well, maybe that's what I should do. Right? And maybe they'll leave me alone. But look at this. They're not doing shit, saying shit about this, people. I'm like right fucking there, right next fucking door. Right, this guy here, he wants to buy that house. Look at this. Still sitting there, garbage. Garbage. Look at this. And they want to talk about me? Right? Want to talk about me? I'm not talking to you. And then I listen to this shit all fucking day long.
Drives you nuts, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Well, you know what? You know what wouldn't be so bad? If the fucking city wouldn't be fucking harassing me for shit in my yard because people want to buy the property. So they're trying to force me out. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Right? Because of this stuff going up, you know they want this whole fucking street, all 5 houses, one pop, boom. Right? They break the chain, which I'm the chain. The 2 homeowners beside me, like next, right and left, they'll fight between themselves to see who can buy the house. And then just once they get that house, the other 2 houses are gone. All 5 fucking houses gone in one time. Boom. That's 5 households homeless. Is that not true? Where's the affordable housing?
I live in country, so.
Yeah?
I don't live in the city.
So you drive out here every day to do this?
Yeah.
Wow. Is there any housing out there?
Where I am?
Yeah.
My closest neighbor is probably a couple kilometers away.
You own your property? Oh, you rent your property?
A buddy of mine owns it.
Oh, well, you got a friend that owns it, so you're safe.
I'm safe.
Yeah,
He
not.
won't sell.
Well, that's good.
It's from his family from when they first came overseas.
Oh.
In the late 1900s, early 1800s.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
And none of their parents will sell the land.
There you go. So, yeah.
No, they won't.
Well, then you're good to go.
They gave a bunch to the government
Huh?
for wildlife. A bunch of their land they gave up for wildlife.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
So I know I'm safe. 'Cause
Well, that's good. My family's
he lives
not safe.
downtown. He's not a country boy no more.
Well, my family's not safe. That's for sure. I'm just pointing out all this stuff that, you know, city does nothing about, but they're harassing me about my little patch of grass. I guess it disturbs you guys when you're going back and forth with your cement trucks and dump trucks and You're not the one making the complaint.
Fuck no.
I know you guys aren't.
No.
I know.
Everybody's got a right to live.
Well, except not my family. We're not allowed to live in Canada no more. We're being phased out. We're the obsolete. We're not what's important anymore. It's true. I know. All right, have a good day. Yeah, you see? Nobody harassing anybody to pick up this shit. Right? No. No. They got fucking cars in their little cars, no license. Cars, no license, bunch of garbage still, after all these years, still kicking around in there. They don't do shit about that. Right? So I'll have to come out here and mow this. This here shouldn't be here. Andre was playing with it. Do you see? Fence 1. I have to fix this fucking fence. I'm tired of fixing the fucking fence, man. Right? Watch, Andre. Do you see? Gotta fix the fence in there. Right? And gotta fix the fence on the other side. So like I said, I just got a fucking whip on my back, people. That's it. Got a whip on my fucking back. I was just told that those big ass trucks technically aren't supposed to be driving this road. But we all know it's all business, right? So because they got money when Mom died, they spruced everything up. And there's more than one person that works in this yard. So, you know, a combination between money and more people working, obviously it's a little easier on them, unlike me, right? And then this lady over here, apparently she's been in her house for 20 years, and I don't know, she just keeps herself busy, right, with her grass, with no weeds. She does an amazing job on it. I don't know how she does it. I asked her if she used weed killer. She said no. She did everything by hand, but I never see her outside picking at the grass. But then I'm not up and down this road very often anyway. So who am I to say? So we're just walking here for a minute. But yeah, I guess this road isn't meant for these big ass trucks. They're not allowed technically to come down this road, but they do anyway. So, you know, a little, see, empty, right? Because if it's empty, it makes things look bigger, right? I mean, obviously it needs to be cut, but it's not that frazzled just yet, right? You know, there's that empty house that nothing moves in it, literally. Curtains don't move, nothing fucking moves. Oh, even though that's illegal, doesn't matter. Empty house can bring in $500,000 the next time it sells. Another area that needs their grass cut, you can see, right? Right? But, you know, these guys aren't the priority, right? No. Because these houses, this is all done through land assembly. Do you see? So they don't even get full property price. I mean, look at this grass. Right? Do you see the grass? It's reseeding itself. But that's good. Andre noticed this weeping willow that was chopped down after they sold this house. After they sold this house, they chopped down the weeping willow. And
then there was just a stump.
Then there was just a stump. And Andre noticed that, what do you call it?
Growing back.
It's growing back. He noticed it before I did. So, I mean, look at this. You think the city cares about this? Well, hell no.
That's in a ditch.
Right? I mean, look at this, people. Do you see this? And of course, they don't get harassed in the back because they don't have a fucking alley. But do you see this? There's a big ditch. Right? So, just to give you an idea of what goes on out here. Right? I mean, it's clear to see I'm being targeted. Right? Because once they get my house, once they sell off my house, whoever buys it is going to be in a really good position. See? Another one. For property development. Do you see? That's all long grass too, reseeding itself. Right. I cut the front. They're not happy with the front. They want that back. Fucking, I don't know. I don't know who they're trying to impress. Not trying to impress anybody. They're just power tripping. Power tripping and feeding into the hype of destroying families. Look at this. Do you see how tall that is? Very tall. That's like a foot tall already. Look at this one. It's like nobody cuts their grass out here. Look at this one. They started to. Look. Do you see how high that grass is? They started to and then they gave up. They literally fucking gave up, people. That's too funny. Alright. I don't know if the city does ditches. Maybe. Maybe the city comes with their city thing and does the ditches. Right? Anyway. I'm not going to be around much longer anyway, people. No, not at this rate. I can't take it anymore. It's too fucking... The world's too sick. It's too sick. Look at this. You see this? What do you see? Weeds. That's all okay though. Let that grow wild. Andre and I, we get blackberries there, so look at this. This is right on the fucking road, and they don't say shit about this. So why me? Why are they picking on me, people? Huh? Why? What is it that I've done so fucking wrong for these high and mighty fucking assholes to continue to stalk my family in one way or another? They don't do nothing about none of this shit. Right? Oh. Who cuts this? Look at that. No license. Do you see that? No license. 2 cars. Well, 1 car, 1 truck. Shit in the front. Fucking old beat up fucking camper. Garbage back there. Like literally fucking garbage. And the city wants to harass me. Okay, so now we're going the other way around.
Nobody was here.
I guess it's okay because the fence hides it. Right? There's Old Man Miser. Right? His yard is just wild. Doesn't matter. It always looks like that. He lets his apples fall off the tree and just rot. That's Old Man Miser's house. Right? Because he won't let Andre and I go in between there. They go over there to pick blackberries or to pick a few pears that fall off the ground. Right? Because, you know. So, I mean, this is what's going to happen on my street. At nighttime, you have anywhere between 5 to 8 cars, you can see, per house as we go. Right? House after house. You know that. I already showed you those houses. So, that's the new norm. That's what makes people important around here. You have one of those and you're good. These trees are beautiful. One day though, they'll just be cut down and will mean nothing. Right? It'll mean absolutely nothing. Because they'll be building another townhouse or whatever these things they're building over here. Condos. Right. We're almost done. So just making way for more of those. That's all. Right? Listen to this every day, all day long. And it spews up a lot of dust. See how many cars? 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's daytime. By the time it's done, there's another 2, 3, 4, 5 more cars. Hold on. So yeah, every day I listen to this. I don't know how high it's gonna go, people. I think this is like 5 stories. They're going to, I don't know what they're doing. But you can see, look at this. Right? And I'm the problem. Right, people? I'm the problem. Right, people? I'm the one that's interfering with progress. Me and my grandchildren and my remaining children. We are the problem. Right? That's how the city of Surrey sees us, as the problem. Right? Here's that little house. Not so little anymore. I guess that's okay. You see? Nothing wrong with all that. I'm just bitching. Bitching to go nowhere. See, you leave it like that. When it comes time to sell this and displace, there's actually 4 suites in here, upper and lower, and this is a duplex. So when this gets bought to be tore down, you're going to have 4 different households pushed out into basically homelessness. But as long as you keep the grass like that, it kind of gives a false perception of how big the property is. So it's more appealing to ask for more money, right? Right? And if you don't fit with the norm, like I don't, then you become targeted. Basically.